Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muhammad Aizah binti Abdullah. So basically we are from Group 13 and I will be your first presenter for the introduction of our chosen company. So my group member is Wan Mashani, Isan Azra and also Hasmira. Okay, for our chosen company is the BNA Global Enterprise. So BNA Global Enterprise is a services types of company and it is managed by Encik Muhammad Khairi bin Yahya, who is in charge as owner as well as the top manager of the company. So this company business is more on providing the pest control services and also an environmental services located at Jalan Indah Mahkota, Kuantan, Pahang. So the next one is in terms of vision and mission. So generally every business has its own vision and mission. Just like this company, BNA Global Enterprise business vision was to be an expert in pest control. So where their future plans position is to be an expertise in this kind of business segment. And all of the services provided by BNA Global Enterprise was operated based on company's main missions, which are in terms of quality, service, satisfaction, and value as their core of business. So just throughout this vision and mission, BNA Global Enterprise are always providing the best pest control and environmental services to all of their clients with the best result and professionalism.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Wan Mashani binti Muhammad. My ID number is PC18136. Today, I would like to talk about SWOT analysis BNA Global Company. First of all, strength in BNA Global Company is using effective method and procedures. Then, complete the task carefully and in detail. Intent is create learning video and promote them on social media page. Lastly is leadership in product innovation. Secondly is weakness. Competitor can offer similar product quickly, then cannot set a fixed price. And then is negative feedback on business from customer. Fourth is use a lot money to complete a project, and lastly do not have many skilled manpower. Third one is street. Firstly is the competitor, economy impact, technological change, the increase of impact of similar product with cheap price, then the price fluctuation of raw material, and the lastly is environmental risk. Last one is opportunities. Solid current business location, then forward integration of service, increase in new distribution network. Next, new norms due to COVID-19 increase in online business platform. Then change in customer preference. Lastly is economic changing effective people buying or purchasing habits. That's all from me, and I pass to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in terms of financial ratio analysis, so we know that financial ratio analysis is used by most of the entrepreneurs to evaluate and monitor their business performance over the time. Thus, in order to evaluate BNA Global Enterprise Company performance, so we had include four types of financial ratio categories, such as the profitability ratio, assets utilization, liquidity, and also the solvency, or some might call it as the debt ratio. So in terms of profitability, so it is used to assess company ability to generate their profits from the relative revenue or the operating cost. The next one is the assets utilization. Assets utilization is commonly used to manage and leverage well the company's assets efficiently. The next one is in terms of liquidity. It is functioning in evaluate the company's ability in handling their debt obligation and also monitoring their financial health. And the last one is the solvencies, commonly used as to measure the business ability to achieve a long-term obligation or calculating whether company's cash flow meets its long-term obligation or meets its long-term liabilities or not.
My name is Norazura Anak Pupa Idris, BB18058. This video I will test the external factor evaluation and internal factor evaluation metric of B&A Global Enterprise. In external metric, we get 14 factors of B&A Global Enterprise. We find 8 factors of opportunity, while another 6 factor is the threat. We calculate the weight and weight score. The total weight of EFE is 1.00, while the total weight score is 2.81. In external factor metric, we get 13 factors of B&A Global Enterprise. We find 7 factors of strength, while another 6 factor is the weakness. We also calculate the weight and the weight score. The total weight of external factor evaluate is 1.00, while the total weight score is 2.50.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Rasmir Aizi, PB18024. I will continue with the part the suggestion strategy for B&A pest control. There are 4 strategy pest control business that we can use to advertise with the Google advertising or Google LSA. If you want to spend more in the pest control digital marketing, you should explore online ads. In Google, provide you 2 relative cheap advertiser, which is local service ad and traditional Google ads. Second, you must make a pest control blog, because the average user is already researching or obsessed how easy is it to get detail about just about everything. After that, you can also produce a raving analysis. If you don't have a feedback strategy, you are difficultly because 90% of consumers read online review before they visit a brand, and 88% of consumers trust customer feedback as much as personal advice. Lastly, you need to do a pair of public affair and add reputable media source would not air story on your exchange for an ad order. So if you have a valid shop to say, invoice promotion dollar on media outlet that also have public relation opportunity. For example, invoice your promotional in ads, advertised in magazine and...
Okay, now let's move to the assignment 2. In this video, I will talk about the SWOT metric. Okay, in the SWOT metric, we have the 2 as of strategy. That is, provide more democratic and training in order to attract buyer. Second is increase online business to attract buyer, while the WO strategy is future improve the technology. Second is future increase manpower in terms of service in order to service customer. In the ST strategy is make sell on media social by following technological development. The WT strategy is increase the service. Next is using ready available quality raw material in order to reduce the cost of raw material.
And good day, my name is Wan Mashani binti Muhammad, PC18136. Today I will continue about space metric. In space metric, we create a graph. In the graph has 2 axes, namely X and Y axis. In X axis, we use internal and external analysis and has normal data and negative data. Next, in Y-axis, we use competitive positions, CP, and industry position, IP. Then in the graph shows, the data on the X-axis is negative 0.8, while in the Y-axis is 2.0. Based on graph shows, Company should hold and maintain its position. Next, company need to pursue strategies focus more on market penetration and product development. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, now let's moving on to the IE matrix. The IE matrix, or we call it as internal and external matrix, can be defined as another strategic management tool used to analyze the working condition and strategic position of a business. And it is based on analysis of internal and external business factors which are combined into one suggestive model. So for the BNA company enterprise, the IE matrix is based on the EFE and IFE scores. So the total total weighted scores of the EFE is around 2.81. So it is will be plotted at the y-axis, while for the IFE will be plotted at the x-axis. So the IFE is around 2.50. So the cross section will be on the fifth quadrant. So the fifth quadrant says that the company should hold and maintain its positions while the company need to pursue strategies focus more on the market penetration and also the product development.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Narasmir IZ, PB18024. I will continue with the quantitative strategic planning metric QSPM. We are using three strategy in QSPM, which is using networking and referral program, and then addressing target customer, and the last strategy is a develop expansion plan for the product and service. For the key factor, we based on opportunity, strength and weakness in the IFE and EFE metric. For the strategy one, the total attractive score is 5.28, and then for strategy 2, the total attractive score is 4.26. And then for the last strategy, the total attractive score is 5.10. So in the end, the strategy one, which is using networking and referral program, is very attractive. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, the suggestion on recommendation plan for selective strategy. Number 1 is formulation. Develop the good mission and vision statement. Second, resource. Use the credibility to place the brand and product among clients as the chosen brand and product. Third is production. For effective and effective the production, the working environment need to be regulated. The lastly is backward integration. Supply that will give B&A Global Enterprise the eager to both service and product quality have to be monitored. Okay, that's all from our group. Thank you.